student athletes in Bacolao, Aurora. In response to this unfortunate incident, the PAC Independent Stakeholders Review Panel was formed and officially convened to thoroughly review the case. This multi-stakeholder panel brings together key representatives from the Philippine Sports Commission, the Department of Education, the National Youth Commission, the Commission on Higher Education, the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, and the University Athletic Association of the Philippines. To help provide accurate information and address your questions today, we are joined by the following panel members and representatives. Of course, our chairman from the Philippine Sports Commission, Patrick Gregorio, our commissioner, PSC Commissioner Fritz Gaston, Department of Education Undersecretary Malcolm Garma, representatives from the Commission on Higher Education, which Ana Yango and Mrs. Carr, Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, who left already, no? Si Secretary General Erica T. Of course, from the National Youth Commission, Chairman Jeff Ortega. Our Executive Director from the UAP, Attorney Remo Seguisa. At this point, let us hear the statement from the members of the panel.
Maraming salamat. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Unang-una, maraming salamat sa mga kasama ko rito sa entablado, ang mga representatives ng various government agencies na nangangasiwa sa education and sports sa bayan. Kasama na po dyan yung National Youth Commission under the Department of Interior and Local Government. At of course, ang University Athletic Association of the Philippines and ang Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. We started the meeting, and it is an organizational meeting at 1:30. It is already 4:30. It took us 3 hours to understand, comprehend, analyze the situation we are all in. Of course, nakikiramay sa pamilya ng mga nasawi at nagre-reach out sa mga lahat ng pwedeng tumulong para ma-solve natin itong problemang to. Before I read the stakeholders' statement, let me just emphasize and explain that this is not a fact-finding investigative panel. That is the role of the PNP and the CIDG and the Department of Justice. Our role is to understand what happened and to understand how and to agree that this should not happen again. So this is our joint statement. The Philippine Sports Commission thanks the Commission on Higher Education, Department of Education, Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, University Athletic Association of the Philippines, and the National Youth Commission for participating in the inaugural meeting of the Sports Stakeholders Panel, convened following the tragic loss of Ateneo student athletes Divine Adili and Rene Clerk Bateverbonia. Although preliminary, the meeting yielded several immediate resolutions and priority actions that the panel was quick to reach consensus on. We recognize the efforts of CHED in responding swiftly to this tragedy. The day after the incident, the Commission immediately commenced with a fact-finding mission to assess the conduct of the team-building activity pursuant to CHED Memorandum Order Number 63, Series 2017, Policies and Guidelines on Local Off-Campus Activities. They have also provided physio-social support, and other services to the teammates and families of Rene and Divine. These proceed in parallel with the ongoing efforts of the PNP and DILG and the NBI and DOJ to establish a clear, accurate, and comprehensive account of what happened. We support these efforts and trust that their findings will contribute meaningfully to strengthening the accountability mechanisms that protect our students and athletes. Second, while we allow due process and the ongoing investigations to take their course, the stakeholders panel believes that this conversation extends beyond student athletes and a single incident. At its core, this is about protecting athletes and ensuring that sports is a safe, credible, and empowering environment for all. Rene, Divine, and their families saw sport as a pathway to a better future. For many Filipinos, especially, sports is a means to education, personal development, and social mobility. For this reason, this tragedy compels us to strengthen sports governance at every level. Coaches wield tremendous influence over the lives and development of athletes. We must do our part to ensure that they are not only empowered to lead, but also educated, trained, and held to standards that promote athlete safety, welfare, and responsible coaching practices. We will push for the enactment of law regulating the coaching profession, including the establishment of a national registry mandatory licensing certification, and continuing professional development requirements for coaches and sports professionals. We support the proposed Sports Coaching Act, House Bill 2631, filed by Congressman Michael D. Implementation must be undertaken in partnership with the National Sports Associations, educational institutions, and other stakeholders. Number 2, we shall establish more robust safety standards, risk management protocols, and emergency response capabilities across all levels of sports, including standardizing safety protocols on the conduct of athlete training programs. As part of the effort, the PSC is currently working with the Philippine Life Saving under the guidance of Surf Life Saving Australia, something we have discussed a few weeks ago, to expand water safety education, certification, and preparedness programs for sports personnel. Athletic excellence must be pursued within the systems that are safe, accountable, and worthy of public trust. Let the memory of Rene and Divine fuel our resolve to exact accountability where it is due, to protect our athletes, and make sure that this tragedy never happens again. We express our deepest sympathies to the families and to the loved ones of Rene and Divine. We stand with you and we are here for you. Be assured that we will likewise relentlessly seek the truth that you deserve to know, and our doors are open for any assistance we can provide. We cannot undo what has happened, but we can ensure that this loss is not without purpose. The most meaningful way to honor Rene and Divine is to commit ourselves to legacy reforms that build a sporting environment worthy of every athlete who entrusts their dreams to it. Thank you very much. We are now open to questions.
Thank you, Chairman. The floor is now open for questions. For an orderly proceeding, please raise your hand. Wait to be acknowledged. Kindly mention your name and your media affiliation before asking the question.
Good afternoon po. Question for Chairman. This is Luisa Morales from One Sports. Chairman, at this point po ba, has the PSC reached out to the family in terms of offering maybe assistance in whatever way, especially po sa family Divine who is of course in Nigeria po?
Yes, Luisa, thank you. Every time something like this happens, it is SOP on the part of PSC to support and reach out to the families. During the earthquake in Cebu, where 6 basketball players and referees died, tumulong po ang PSC dyan. Nung namatay po yung isang atletang nagtitraining para sa palarong pambansa, tumulong po ang PSC dyan. As a matter of fact, after this press conference, ako po ay patungo sa makikiramay sa Arlington. Kasama ko po si Secretary General ng Palarong Pambansa and USEC Malcolm Garma para makiramay sa pamilya. At yes po, tutulong po ang PSC sa pamilya ni Rene at sa pamilya ni Divan.
Question po for ED Rebo. ED, on the part of the UAAP, are there any steps that the league is looking to make in the coming days, maybe finding or maybe an own investigation, or maybe can we expect some policy changes or maybe even sanctions following this incident?
Luisa, we already did. In fact, yesterday we had the joint committee meeting scheduled, and President Mark Molina of FEU actually canceled some items and made this the first order of the day. And this is the second step actually. Nag-align kami for economy and symmetry because of the resources of the Office of the PSC as well as the media stakeholders. Ang isang resolution namin yesterday, not to run counter with all the other ongoing investigations of the lead agencies, sumama rin muna dito and see where we can help. So it's been 2 days and the 2 concrete steps were already taken, and we're committed to continue those efforts.
Javier, ABS-CBN. ED Rebo, I know may ongoing investigation. Is the UAAP doing its own probe parallel to what's already ongoing?
Again, for economy and symmetry, we decided muna to wait. For context, I'm sure that you're aware of previous incidents before. Just to clarify that in those cases, we have waited for the official reports, no? All of them. And of course, we would like to hear from the concerned parties as a part of elementary due process. And so, kahapon was organizational, today was also organizational, and meron naman kaming narating at may resolutions na in fact. So yun muna po, no? Masabuti mag-align muna tayo, wait for the reports, align with this panel. Ngayon kung kulang, of course, insofar as our bylaws are concerned, then maybe we can also study that option. But for now, I'm sitting here as part of the panel. And this, which does not only affect Rene and Divine, but as mentioned, not just student athletes, but all athletes in general.
Good afternoon po, this is Philip Patella from my question by Sir ED Rebo. ED, question po, since we've had the unfortunate thing of many of our student athletes have passed away during these past few seasons, is the UAP looking at a policy na perhaps sa training magkaroon ng like a safety officer or a person who needs first aid, who knows first aid to attend these kinds of incidents?
But thank you for that question. In fact, first of all, this incident is very different from the previous incidents that you've mentioned. And I'm very happy and excited actually to announce that I was part of the Philippine Heart Association convention. No? And may concrete steps kami. Ako, Attorney Ingles was there, and Dr. Galas was there, among other experts. And one of the calls that we or recommended to the individual member schools is to have the mandatory AEDs. No? So yun importante. Those are concrete steps that we're taking. Not expecting that something like this would happen. So same thing, no? In terms of crafting these policies, you have to understand also that as an athletic association, we try to give reminders to our member schools. But ang talagang focus namin and the Office of the Executive Director is really in the holding of our events. So, pag tayo nagpalaro, for sure, meron dalawang AED. So, yun ang primary focus. Not to dismiss yung off-school campus activities, but really, yun ang pangangalagaan namin. Then, again, yun nga, kaya nga po ang tanong kanina, what are their gaps and what are the existing policies kung pwedeng baguhin, tingnan natin kung kakayanin. At we appreciate the gesture of Chairman Tato.
I think it is very important, friends, to understand yung role ng bawat isa rito. And I'd like to request Undersecretary Malcolm, who is also the Secretary General of Palarong Pambansa, to help explain the framework. No? Lalo na nag-mention tayo ng mga memorandum order and yung mga joint policies ng CHED and the DepEd.
Thank you, Chairman Pagok. Good afternoon to everyone. So, we all know that Rene was a product of the Palarong Pambansa. And we know for a fact that our collegiate players, the varsity players, most of them actually came from the Palarong Pambansa. So, our stake here as the Department of Education is really part of the solution is to make sure that our products in the Palarong Pambansa, who are the products of our basic education, would be given and provided with a safe environment for their training and during the playing of the respective events. So, importante po na hindi lamang po ito tignan sa pananaw ng higher education at sa pananaw ng sports, but really to connect everything in terms of our sports development program in the country, coming from the basic education. So, I think this is something that will assure our parents, yung mga magulang, ang ating mga atleta, na sinisiguro ng ating pamahalaan yung kaligtasan nitong mga atleta, hindi lamang sa basic education hanggang sa sila ay maging kolehiyo at maging professional.
Mark Salazar, ME7. In the previous podcast, Chair, may Ateneo basketball player na rin nag-intimate ng ganitong sa Baler, ng ganitong training, and the description by him was it was a deadly training by the same coach. So ano po ang sense ng Sports Commission dito? Is this standard training? Is this standard coaching style? Hanggang saan lang? Kasi parang pang fraternity ang sabi nila, ang style of training na ginawa in Baler, at of course itong nangyaring last incident that killed two players. Ano pong sense ng Commission?
Ang sense po ng Commission dyan, definitely hindi po yan standard. Definitely wala po yan sa policy ng Philippine Sports Commission, and I'm sure wala sa policy yan ng UAAP, wala yan sa policy ng Palarong Pambansa, wala po sa policy yan ng kahit sinong NSA. That is maybe the philosophy of a program that is in place. That is their style and their prerogative. But having said that, what is important po is now we are given the opportunity to review saan ba yung mga loopholes sa bawat patakaran ng bawat ahensya. Ang importante po kasi, bakit kami nag-meeting today, is we want to tell the family, we want to tell the mother of Rene, and we want to tell the people of Agusan that hindi lang po kami nakikiramay, may gawagawin po tayong aksyon. As I speak, I've coordinated with Secretary John Vic Rimulya in the last 24 hours. Ito po yung ating mga kasama sa CHED, DepEd, UAAP, National Youth Commission at PSC, nag-meeting na. Meron po kaming pinag-usapan kanina that we will make ourselves available in the next 72 hours para lang siguraduhin na kung kailangan kaming makipanayam sa ibang ahensya ng gobyerno, nandito kami. Pangalawa po, I was informed by the UAAP Executive Director na ang eskwelahang Ateneo ay open na maimbitahan sa panel na ito. Kaya po sila hindi na imbitihan ngayon because it is an organizational meeting. it is a message to everyone that we, the government agencies involved in sports and education, we are all together in making sure that we address this problem once and for all. So in the soonest possible time, after they go through the different inquiries from the other government institutions, this panel will definitely invite the Ateneo de Manila for their side of the story. And alam ko po na si Chairman Shirley Agrupis ng CHED na nagsabi lang na anniversary nila ngayon. That's why she sent 4 representatives from the Commission on Higher Education. They already had the meeting with Ateneo yesterday. And that the process is ongoing. Hindi po binabaliwala ng mga taga-gobyerno ang problemang ito. At meron pong makakausap ang mother ni Rene in solving this problem. Yan lang po ang masasabi namin.
May nag-reach out nag-reach out na po ba kayo dun kay Coach Tab to have him explain kung ano yung wisdom ng kanyang coaching style?
May nag-reach out na, kausap niyo na ho ba siya to explain yung kanyang coaching style?
On the part of the UAAP, I mean, kasi just like any, of course, it's a very tragic incident. But first, unang-una, the Ateneo requested for privacy and space. That's very important. But of course, something tragic happened. But I don't think it's prudent right now to rush. And besides, may initially, first line na namin is really through their representatives, no? to hear their side. May protocol kami sinusunod. Pag hindi ma-said, then that's the time we take action. For now, because of the sensitivity of the issue, the requested space, ito muna, kung saan kami nakalugar, internally, UAP, ano ba ang pwede natin gawin? Organizational muna, if possible, and again, aligning with the BSC, with their efforts and all our resources and our collective minds. Hopefully, we can have a just solution to this tragic, very tragic incident.
Do you have the power to preventively suspend him pending investigation?
Ang UAP?
Opo.
Well, I know this sounds but technically preventive din suspended kasi immediate yan eh. But right now, I know this sounds but wala namang basketball eh. So there's nothing to suspend initially, no? So whatever preventive suspension, I don't know whether or not their institution will do that. It's really based on their prerogative. So insofar as we're concerned, the season, the basketball season for that matter, has not begun.
Sir.
Last 2 questions.
Hi, sir. Gio po from TV5. Still on the UAAP po. Sasali pa rin po ba yung Ateneo Blue Eagles sa upcoming season? Do we have a word or information about that?
Again, we go where the evidence leads. We are now in the process of gathering information, waiting for official reports that have been undergoing. And I believe Ateneo has already made a statement as well. Page 2 of their June 9, 2026 statement, that they have cooperated with the NBI and CIDG. So kailangan po yung mga reports yan. Even as kanina, we're very careful when organizing. Ano bang pwede natin gawin? Hindi lang experts dito. Wala pang Ateneo. So we cannot pass on judgment this early. Okay, not to trivialize what happened, but again, elementary due process states that everyone should be heard. And the expertise of each agency should be considered. So, not to pass judgment also.
I know you're very careful right now, pero wala pa tayong nakikitang possible sanctions talaga. Sundutan ko lang yung tanong ni Kuya Mark Salazar. Sanctions for Coach Boglin.
Again, we have to go where the evidence leads. So, wala pa. Kasi pati yung preventive suspension, may mga purpose and it's not actually a penalty. It's not a sanction. It is a preventive measure, to destroy administratively is to para wag maapektuhan yung witnesses or to destroy evidence. But insofar as the UAP is concerned, wala naman siya access to any UAP record and there's no one to influence in the board. So yung preventive suspension is maybe entirely up to the member school.
Thank you.
Last question, please.
Brian Ulanday po from the Philippine Star. Going beyond sports naman po, to anyone from CHED, meron po bang president dati na off-campus, may namatay, and ano po yung kumbaga pinaka-worst na repercussions sa school, academically wise? Thank you.
Tayo na lang, sir. Tayo na lang, sir.
I think there was an incident that wherein the one president was dismissed by the Office of the Ombudsman. I think sa Bulso yata, Bulacan State University. So nagkaroon ng off-campus activities without complying with the condition as provided dun sa CMO 63-2017. So na-dismiss po yung president.
Okay, please go.
Ang follow-up lang po, na-dismiss yung president.
Yes, sir.
Doon po under check po yun. No? So, sa school po, paano po?
Under command responsibility po kasi yung naging sanction sa kanya. So since siyang president, so under discharge, so ang sabi ng ombudsman, may culpability on the part of the president being the command responsibility. Sa
Meron pong sariling probe yung check right now, right? Kumbaga, bukod po sa CIDG and PNP, meron kayo sariling investigation.
Meron po yun eh. Pero kasi there's a separate complaint filed before the office of the ombudsman. The ombudsman was the one.
For the basketball na, wala na po kayong sariling probe.
Okay.
But for this incident po, there's as mentioned by Chair, there's already an ongoing investigation po. And as mentioned also, na nagkaroon po ng talks between CHED and the Ateneo.
One final question.
Good afternoon po, John Mark Garcia from Spinda PH. For Chairman Pato and Indy Rebo, on the topic lang po of training camps, obviously po with student athletes, off seasons are for preparing for the collegiate seasons to really level up their game, competitive ones. But would you say po ba na in light of this incident, we're starting to ask or demand too much from student athletes? Schools are starting to demand too much to a point that there's nag-delineate na po yung lines between ensuring being competitive and also putting a proper regard po for their welfare.
You know, I've been through that for the longest time. No? Prior to my appointment, I've been helping so many university teams and professional teams in preparation for all big tournaments. I've been helping national teams from boxing to rowing to basketball and even UAAP basketball. I must admit that. But this is the realization today that we need this framework and we need these policies moving forward. Hindi talaga pwedeng paubaya lang sa kanya-kanyang quote-unquote diskarte yung training moving forward. And masakit man aminin na nangyari ito and now it's a realization amongst us. But rest assured, we will definitely address this situation as soon as possible. And nakita nyo naman po, sabi ko nga, it is very important for us to see you here. It is very important for the people, the Filipino people, to see us here. It is because we will do something about it at the soonest possible time. Dalawa po ang tracks ng problemang ito. Yung track na nandoon sa criminal and police investigation na wala po kaming kinalaman, at pangalawa yung track ng sports and athletic education programs kung paano po natin papatibayin at paano maiiwasan itong problema ito. Because there are thousands of teams, thousands of schools doing all these programs, training programs before competition starts. And definitely, with the support of TEP and CHED, UAAP, sa mga basketball ng Pilipinas, and all other NSAs, kami po sa PSC ang pwedeng magtaguyod ng framework na to in cooperation and in partnership also with the legislative branch. Kaya nga po, sabi nga po, kaya po namin pinoint out yung bill na final ni Congressman Mike D. Kasi meron na po yan eh. Isinusulong na lang natin. And maybe this is a good time to really pursue all of this.
Okay, closing statement from Chairman.
Well, once again, maraming salamat po sa pagdalo nyo. Alam ko matagal kayo naghintay. But it is the gesture, no, na government, did you react right away? UAAP, are you cooperating with government to make sure that we address this? The answer to these questions are yes and yes. Are we going to talk to Ateneo? Yes. Is Ateneo willing to talk to us? Yes. Are we reaching out to the family, to the mother of Rene? Yes. Are we going to help the family? The answer is yes. Okay. Yun lang po ang gusto naming maunawaan ninyong lahat. Kasi lahat po tayo nagdadalamhati at ang pinakamasakit na maisip ng mga tao is we are indifferent in all of this. And because we know that we need to address this situation at the soonest possible time. So maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Hanggang sa muling pagkikita.
This concludes our Egypt briefing for today. Thank you very much for your time, for helping us disseminate accurate information to the public.